Jerry, not exactly the result, of course, you would have wanted, and I guess the game changes on two big decisions in the first half, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly that, Mark. If you're looking at the overall performance, the performance was very good, actually. In fact, the first half, again, that was probably some of the best football we've played, and it was creating a lot of chances. We've had 5 really good chances. What we didn't do was put them away. We've had one from Dan Hayfield early in the game. It's a great move, flashing drive that's just gone past. The goalkeeper's pulled off 2 really good saves. One deflection's gone over with a long-range shot. So we were right in the ascendancy, actually, and even after the penalty, which is... the big decisions in the game that have cost us is obviously a penalty and the sending off. And the penalty is, we watched it back now on the coach, just not a penalty. It's just not. Jeffers has left his leg in there and sold it. My disappointment was the referee didn't give himself any time to think about it. It was absolutely instant, his decision, and then he's gone and given it. So, almost saved it. And then, of course... poor defending that leads to the sending off. We slash it, a clearance goes up in the air, and we don't really recover. It's a bit of make after that, and Jordan, obviously, it's a foul. But again, we feel like there's cover from Danny Greenslade, and we feel as if it was a yellow card. So hard done by, certainly the penalty. We'll look at that one again where we think there's cover. But of course, then we keep going, Mark. We really do. The lads don't throw the towel in. I stayed really bullish, kept 2 up top, went to like a 3-4-2. And I still created chances in the game. We've hit the crossbar and one's cleared off the line and limited them really second half. So, yeah, it didn't look like we were ever going to go back and win it, don't get me wrong, after 2 goals, but we just put this one to bed and move on.
What were the main messages at half-time? You said the change of shape, and you said you stayed positive with the 2 up front. What more were you asking from the players? I mean, how you would have needed a lot from them with just 10 of them out there.
Yeah, it wasn't, to be honest, Mark, what you don't want to do is get hammered. So you don't want to concede 5 and 6, that's for sure. So continue to defend well if you can. We weren't happy with our clearances. 2 of the goals were from poor clearances. That's been a bit of a theme this year. So that's something we need to really work on as a group. But the message was go out and just fight like I know my group can. And they did. They were excellent. I can't knock them for that at all. It's 2 moments of circumstantial stuff that's cost us the game. It's not our shape. It's not our energy levels. It's not creating. We're creating chances. But then when you look at it in the grand scheme of things, we're not using it as an excuse by no means. We've got our 2 talisman out of the team, and these are the guys that have scored all the goals for us this season, both for different reasons. But we still created. So yeah, that was a bit dismissive. But we will stay extremely positive because, as I said, the performance was very, very good actually in that first half, especially.
You made just the one change in goal. Josh Gould came in. I thought he did okay, actually, for the debut. They're going to say, he's conceded 3 goals. And he nearly got to the penalty. But otherwise, I thought he was quite commanding presence. So can you tell us a bit about how his signings come about? What sort of deal is he on at the moment?
Yeah, he signed a deal, non-contract deal. He's been playing at Swindon Supermarine. We've been aware of him and done very well there. Obviously brought up through Swansea. We knew him, or I knew him from when he was at Swansea. And he is everything you've seen today. I thought he was excellent. I thought his distribution was great. He come and claimed some crosses. He's a big boy. Penalty, he felt as if he went underneath his body and squirmed, so he wasn't clean with it, Jeffers. Again, with the free kick, he felt as if it was his side. He set his wall up. He felt as if he could maybe have got for that. So, yeah. But in all, he's had a very, very good first game. He's fitting in well. He's trained with us for a couple of weeks now. And, we'll look forward to working between now and the end of the season. So, yeah, like I say, with a bigger picture around this, there may have been a little dip after all the emotion we've been going through. Maybe a little bit of that as well in it, but the energy levels were still there. And we're certainly not doom and gloom after that result there at all. We spoke about it afterwards and said we'll remain very positive and we'll look forward to our game on Friday.
You mentioned about the 2 talismen being out, Alex Fletcher, who thankfully is recovering well. Cody Cook as well. What's the latest on him?
Well, Mark, we've had 2 scans, one MRI and one ultrasound scan. He does need to go and see a hernia specialist now next week. He's still getting some discomfort on coughing and sneezing, which is a classic hernia sign. We're praying that he hasn't got that. If it is, we want to get him in and get it done as quick as we can. And yeah, we have to see how that goes next week. We haven't been able to turn it around because the 2 scans haven't really shown too much. Need a hernia specialist to look at it. Alex is doing terrific now. He's back in Devon now, which is brilliant. Really pleased with that. He's got a long road to go. We know that, so there'll be a lot of visits and a lot of specialists to see him because there's loads of bits around him still. But the good sign and the good news is that he improves day on, and that's the bigger picture. That's brilliant for us. So we'll keep supporting them all down there. We'll keep supporting his family and him. But it's great news that he's left Bristol, which is a good sign. He's left the specialist hospital and he's back in more familiar territory now as well.
And we'll be back in more familiar territory back at Twerton Park for the Friday night game against the Welling team, whose form hasn't been the best recently, but they're going to pose a tough challenge, no doubt.
Yeah, full-time team, Mark. Another team that's out there every day training, can work on those little bits that you ain't quite able to do as a part-time team. So, yeah, I know they're very strong with their set pieces, big, strong physical side. Players like Aziz in the team with athleticism. So, yeah, but we'll look forward to it. We it's the first time we train Thursday nights. We're part to try and mentally get over the thoughts and process of what we were thinking, because last time we were there, we all know it was the moment Alex sustained that injury. So there'll be that little hurdle, that little barrier on the night, I'm sure, for us all to get over. But, yeah, we're at home under lights on a Friday. Hopefully we'll get a big crowd in there and get us back on. We've still got some games in hands on team. It would have been lovely to get a result here, but we can't control that now. We've put this one to bed.